Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn weekly energy reading from the 6th to the 11th. And this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate, as those may be meant for someone else. All right, so what's going on this week for Capricorn? King of Wands. Unclear about something this week. What do you need to look at? Knight of Cups. Hang in there. Don't give up. Energy's coming in. We love it. Ace of Cups. Don't love Three of Swords. Ten of Swords. Queen of Pentacles. Love it. Took a little bit to get there, right? Might be some ups and downs this week. But to not worry, because you're going to get through it. Like there's that progress. There's that, like you're working through something this week, and to not give up. Just like I kept pulling more cards until I felt I hit the right one, until I felt, because I was kind of seeing the progression of this is those emotions and those feelings that you may have this Three of Swords going on, and that it's heavy energy for you, but it's like almost like getting yourself grounded and back on track, and then you rise above the situation, and then you're able to move forward from it. So I feel like there might be a little bit of ups and downs this week, but that's okay. Nothing to worry about, is to hang in there, right? Don't give up. Keep going. I feel like it might be an emotional week for some of you. There might be a lot of emotions going on, unclarity, uncertainty, and that could be why. But I feel like towards the end of the week, it starts to happen, or the following week, like things start to make sense. They start to fall in place for you. So I feel like it's just basically this week is to hang in there. I feel like the Nine of Wands is sort of the main message there, is to hang in there and not give up and not get frustrated about those challenges, because we all have those weeks that can be challenging. All right, we have the Man, which I feel kind of represents the King of Wands, but it also could, I kind of feel like it might be a person that is kind of overbearing around you, somebody that or making themselves seem unclear, like you're questioning their motives, right? You're like, what's really going on with them? They're not showing who they are. Excuse me. Are they hiding something? Ooh. Learning, knowledge, love that one, the book. You headed in the right direction. That's what I said, is that whatever goes on this week, you're headed in the right direction. It might be emotional. It might have some ups and downs, but hang in there, because you're headed in the right direction, and don't give up, right? Don't try not to get frustrated, even though we have those moments where we want to give up or we're frustrated, and don't give in to that energy, because that's kind of saying, okay, it's your response to those challenges that happen. If you have a difficult situation, if you have a situation that you can't handle, looking at how do you respond to it? Do you cave into it? Does it become the end of the world? Do you give it all your power and your energy, and you succumb to that? Or do you say, okay, I see that this is a challenge. I see that this is a problem, and there's not much I can do about it, or if there is something I can do about it, I will do it, but I'm just going to hang in there and ride it out, because I know that it's going to turn around. It's going to get better. Not sure the exact date and time, but I know it's going to get better. I just have to ride it through. I just have to wait it through. And I'm going to make the best of it, the most of it that I can. We have Knight of Wands. Yeah, you're in control. You're in. It's up to you how you respond to the challenges of the week. You set the tone for the week. You set how things are going to go. You set how things are going to happen. Listening to that inner voice that says, this too shall pass. this too I'll get through this just like I've gotten through everything else. My emotions may be up and down, but I can control how I respond to this situation and what's happening. That I'm going to look for the opportunities where I can focus on something else instead of being stuck in this energy. But I also feel like because you're able to work through this, that new opportunities are coming in, because I feel like this is in the kind of in the future energies here, where there's new opportunities that come in for you, because seeing how strong you are and that you're surrounding yourself by this manifesting energy that, okay, I'm going to rise above the situation. I'm going to get past this. And I also feel like this is a learning lesson for you. We have the King of Wands over here that you were struggling with, but I also feel like it's this being able to take control of a situation, and it's something that you learn, that it's how you respond to things, right? Look at this. And then we have the Ace of Cups again. I love it. And that there's a big message here. It's how do you respond to the challenges in life? Do you let them get to you? Do you let them overwhelm you? Do you let them take you down? Or do you persevere, hang in there, and don't give up? Because you know inside that you're headed in the right direction and you're not going to let this bother you. I love it. Okay, so let's get a Star Dragons card. All right, I feel like those two want to come out. We have transformation, defining yourself. Defining yourself. Again, do I let the challenges get to me, or do I rise above? Understanding, looking at both sides. Looking at both sides as, if I do something about it, what happens? If I don't do something about it, what happens? If I fall into that energy, what happens? If I don't fall into that energy, what happens? All right, let's get a wisdom oracle. The choice is yours. How you perceive things, how you work through things. Observer. Almost like stepping back and looking and saying, how did I used to handle these things before? And observing what's going on and saying, okay, is this something that I can control, or there's something that I can't control? Observing the situation. To see that it's a test coming in for you. All right, let's get an energy oracle. Or two. Door to value and fourth chakra, which is the heart chakra, right? That's that. I feel like the heart chakra goes with the Ace of Cups, is your emotions and your feelings and looking out for yourself and what is important to you. Is it important to you to stay in this frustrated energy, or is it important for you to realize, okay, whatever challenges come my way, that I'm going to be able to handle it? What's important to you? What do you want to focus your time on this week? Mouse spirit, tend to the small things. Just like I was saying, is that if there's something that's bothering you, like tend to those small things. What are those little things that make you happy? What are those little things that are important to you? And then we have antelope spirit, life is speeding up. What are those things, you know, sometimes we don't even realize. For some reason, I was just thinking, sitting down and doing a puzzle. Like I love to do my diamond art, and that's something very relaxing to do. And just kind of, just for a little bit, you know, doing a little something for yourself. Maybe making yourself a special little snack or a special dinner, or doing something that you really enjoy that you haven't got into. Those little things that you do for yourself. If you get up in the morning, right, and then, you know, nothing's ready, but say the night before you put your clothes out, right, you have them all set, you have your coffee or your tea ready to go as much as you can, you have everything laid out, you got your keys laid out, you've got your shoes laid out, you've got your lunches already made, and like those little things that you do for yourself, right? And you have that all laid out so that when you get up in the morning, you're like, yes, it's like, wow, this is really cool. Or, you know, the night before you put stuff in the crock pot so that the next morning when you get up before you go to work, you can just put the crock pot on and dinner cooks the whole day, right? You're busy at work, you come home and you got the meal ready to go. You don't have to cook. It's like those little things that you do to help yourself out, that if you're struggling during the week, or you know it's going to be a rough week, or you got a lot on your plate, or you're going to be pulled in a million different directions, you've got a bunch of appointments, you got to go to work, you got to deal with, you know, all of these things on your plate. What can you do to tend to the small things to help yourself out, to set yourself up for success, to ease things the best that you can for yourself? Just like I was saying, is like the night before, preparing things for the next day to make your day easier. Those are the things that start to add up, and those are the things where you're like, yeah, I'm really looking out for myself. I'm trying to ease things for myself, and that gets your day off to a really great start, because you're like, oh, okay, that was easier, that was calmer, that was nicer. All right, so let's get a crystal card for this reading. I feel like this one right here, that one's pretty cool. Let's see. Rhodonite, compassion, yin, yang, fertility. Rhodonite is a stone of brotherly love, the shared connection between all of the humanity. Equilibrium is key for this crystal, which has the capacity to calibrate emotions, balance yin and yang, and source energy from a grounded place. It can bring light to emotional scars from the past, transforming them to foster a stable, everyday life. It helps to remove blame from the situation, whether it's pointed at you or someone else. Accept the situation for what it is and learn to forgive yourself with love and compassion in the process, right? Accepting the situation for what it is, that whatever challenges may come to you this week, right? That it is what it is, and what can I do to make the best of the situation? All right, let's get some charms. We have the cat, the independence, right? Claiming your independence. Doing things for yourself. Believe. We have miracle. Woohoo. A week of miracles. Hope. Setting yourself up for success. That's what I say. Faith, belief, and blessed. Oh, and we have the 4-leaf clover. Luck. It's a lucky week for you. Even though you have these challenges, it's still a good week for you. It's still a lucky week for you, that maybe this is the week that, you know, like I was saying, is that you set yourself up for success and you do those things the night before to make your life easier and smoother. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing week. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.